Hi guys, my name is Nishant Mittal and today I have my friend for 11 years, Abhishek Pawar. He's my music producer, my longtime collaborator, my buddy in crime. Behind every good or bad musician, there's a producer. So if you think I'm a good musician or a bad musician, it's probably because of
It's because of me, if you were wondering.
Yeah, so in this video, we're going to be talking about why nobody listens to rock anymore. Why has rock lost its cultural relevance? It used to be such a force of nature, such a form of self-expression, such a popular form of self-expression, and then it just fell off the ground, fell off the radar, fell off the face of the earth. Why did that happen? We've been into music for a long time. We've been playing music, making music, listening to music, watching films. We've been very much into this market and we think we have a few thoughts to share. So there we go. Abhishek, please take it away.
So basically, I have a theory about this. Since I've been into many different forms of music, like for example, when I was a kid, I used to listen to Backstreet Boys and all. I was, more into pop music. And then I got into hip hop and Eminem and all 2005, 2010. And after that, I actually got into rock and metal music, and I surprisingly, I was very excited by this kind of music. So this question, gets me a lot. This question gets me a lot. Why is rock and metal has lost its charm? So basically, that's the thing we're going to talk about. And there are two main categories we're going to talk about. First thing is what happened in Indian market, and second thing is what happened in Western market.
Yeah, because these two markets are very different.
Right.
Indian market never sort of picked up rock music as a force, right? Never. But Western market was dependent on rock music. It was the staple of the musical diet for the West for good 40 years.
Rock was huge.
Huge. It was basically mainstream music, and now rock music doesn't even feature on the Billboard charts.
Right.
Hot 100s.
Unless it's specifically rock charts.
Yeah, of course. So in India, why do you think it never got up?
If we talk about Indian music, so basically we as Indians have heavy influence of Indian classical music in our songs, in Bollywood songs, in early 60s and 50s songs. So if we talk about that music, it's more of a vocal oriented music.
I agree.
Vocals are more important. So, but in rock music, vocals and instruments both share equal importance in the songs.
The split is right in the middle. I agree, because in Bollywood, people don't even know the instrumentalists behind the song. Forget about the instrumentalists. They don't even know the music director's name sometimes, or the lyricist's name sometimes.
Right. It's not a producer's, or it's not a company's, or it's a band song. It's a
singer's song. It's Arijit Singh's song or Shan's song. People know Arijit Singh ke gaane. Arijit Singh is just a vocalist. But Indian music is so vocal centric that it's always the vocalist's song.
Basically, vocalist is carrying. It's not a problem, because vocalist is carrying the song.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Most of the times, yeah. And in rock music, the split is right in the middle. The guitarist is as important as the vocalist. Bassist sometimes is more important than anybody. The drummer sometimes takes the cake. It's very, very split in the middle. And and that never happened in Bollywood,
because it couldn't get into mainstream. The mainstream media didn't want to share this kind of music, because it was kind of obvious that Indian market won't actually love this kind of music.
But it did come in the limelight for a few years back in 2003 2008. That was when Jal was there. Call, Rate, all the Pakistani bands, basically. Junoon.
You can say that if it came for a limited amount of time, limited amount of years, and after that it was gone.
Even during that time, there was music which was not rock and equally popular.
Right.
So rock was never the staple. However, from the West, disco and these electronics,
electronic music, the disco music in 80s, Western music came in India. For example, the movie the Mithun has
Saturday Night Fever,
right? The
copy.
Saturday Night. What was the movie's name?
Disco Dancer.
Disco. All right. So that movie focused on a totally new genre. So disco was important for them, apparently, not rock. That was mainly because I think
because disco's vocals fit more into the mold of the Bollywood music.
You can say that in a disco music or in a pop music, in EDM even right now, there has to be something a vocalist can do. थोड़ा सुर लग सकते हैं ये सारे. These are all the things that vocalists can do. In rock music, there is limited, or maybe you can say there is different, not limited but different. In the West, the story is totally different.
Yeah.
So basically, in West, from 50s or maybe 40s to 90s, rock music was a mainstream music, and that's even more startling that even the mainstream music lost its charms.
Yeah. Basically, and that happened probably because of the surge of electronic music, right? In 80s, you got Michael Jackson, Madonna, and everybody who specialized in some sort of synth pop.
So basically, I have a theory in this. From 50s to 90s, rock had a lot of opportunities, and they, expanded into many different kind of genres, you can say. For example, there was classical rock, there was blues and jazz, there were many different rocks. Even metal is also kind of a hard rock.
Of course, it's a subgenre
Right.
of rock itself.
So basically, in rock music, all they had to do was, involve a different instrument, and the music would be new. For example, Rolling Stone just had to bring a sitar player from India, and it became a new song, it became a new sound. But when synth pop came, when synthesizer came, that story changed drastically.
Yeah, there could be a million sounds.
There could
not just guitar, bass, or drums. There could be anything.
In pop music, basically, in synth pop, all you have to do is take 4 waves. The producers know, maybe you know if you know. You just have to take 4 waves, sound waves, and you just have to sound design, and you can create limitless amount of new sounds. There could be, basically, rock had a very big competition there.
Yeah, because the amount of such. So now comes the complicated part. It's easy to figure out history.
Right.
It's easy to figure out history like this, that there was a new form of music which came and blew everything apart. However, that's not the reason why we wanted to have this conversation, because that we already, I think you know it already, It's no rocket science. Guitars used to be there and then came the synth. Obviously. But even in synth, or even in the kind of music that synth brought, the kind of music that plays now is very uniform. It's the same kind of music. It's basically the kind of music which is lo-fi, low energy,
soft rock kind of music that grew.
Yeah, soft, acoustic, tense, it's just very tender, the kind of music which makes you sleep, very soothing, relaxing. And there is no rock like music. So let's say if you take the genre out of rock used to be about energy, rock used to be about rage, rock used to be about power, about revelation, about confronting new things, coming across some new realities. That sort of thing is out from music, for which, what do you think is the reason why everything is so similar? I
don't know, maybe because they're tired, they don't want to be energetic. They already were energetic. I don't know. They just want to calm down.
Yeah, people want to calm down. And I think the reason that has been so ubiquitous, so to speak, is because in 2012 Instagram happened.
Right.
And that has been the inflection point of the change of music taste or movie tastes or everything. Everything changed after the invention or introduction of something called social media, Instagram, where people are getting that revelation, they are getting that newness, that unbelievable, that confrontation with something bizarre. They are getting that every day on their screen.
The same bizarre that music, a sitar sound could be
in a rock song.
Right.
They are getting bizarre things on the internet. Like the most beautiful people from all parts of the world are taking their clothes off so that people could look at them, salivate. And most adventurous people of the world are basically jumping off the mountains to catch people's attention, right? So they are seeing such bizarre things every day and every minute on Instagram and on YouTube and everywhere else, that they don't want to feel like that anymore. They don't want that from music anymore, because music is mental programming. Earlier, people used to feel monotonous, So they used to listen to a Led Zepp song or a Nirvana song, and they used to get out of that monotony. But now they are overwhelmed all the time
Right.
on the internet.
You can say that.
Yeah,
That's
and
a good point.
Yeah, and then they're like, just like, I don't want to listen to this anymore. I just want to. It's my shitty life. I have a 9 to 5 job and my boring shit. I just want to calm down.
Right, actually, you can say that, because if
Yeah.
if we have to, absorb something new, we already have Instagram. I mean, normal people will have 3 to 4 hours of Instagram a day, or maybe
Yeah.
social media a day.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
5
I
hours.
agree with that.
Yeah, according to
That's
a
a good
report.
point.
Yeah, according to a report, it's 5 hours of phone usage every day. So that's YouTube. And just think about it. We are talking about this insightful conversation that we are having is the result of our reading so much, our being musicians for a long time, our living in this world, and that this insight is just accessible to somebody on a tap, right? So they don't want. So it's not just music. If you think about it, why Indian music is Pratik Kohadish every time. Pratik Kohad is the pioneer,
Great musician.
great musician, and he's the pioneer of this kind of music, right? Pratik Kohad and all sorts of musicians, they are just doing the same. They're following Pratik Kohad and making the same music. It's not just music alone. If you look at movies, people don't want to have that kind of revelation anymore. If you're looking at movies, they are sequels after sequels after sequels. They are getting the same kind of remakes, which are remakes in name, which are sequels in name but remakes in spirit. Essentially, original cinema, this kind of revelatory cinema that we grew up with. People want to calm down there as well. People want some sort of predictability with their life. That's why you don't listen to prog kind of music where time signatures change and shit like that, because people have had enough of that in their lives.
Or Instagram.
It's just YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Their friends are traveling around the world and they are living in a 2x2 room. It's just so sad for them that they just want to forget about their life, and they put on something. They want to sleep. It's like a horse tranquilizer.
And relax.
And relax. Now the question is, if we do know about this, if we have this hypothesis and we feel this hypothesis makes sense, then why should musicians like us make metal? So we are coming up with a new song. It's called Rock, and it's like an out and out metal song in 2022, which wouldn't have been bizarre in 2002, but it's 2022 and I don't hear this kind of music anymore. Why are we doing this?
Even
Why are
Nishant
you-
is not making this kind of music now.
Yeah, because I used to be a metal rock, hard rock guy, but I don't make this music anymore because of whatever we told you. So why are we doing this?
So I think,
Are we fucking crazy?
if I have to say anything about this, I would say that I love making this kind of music. I love listening to this kind of music, so I'll make it. So there's nothing like commercial success and anything else going on in my mind. I just want to make this music, and I will. If I want to make a commercially successful or possibly successful music, so I will make it. But I'll make this one too. I want to make this, so I'll make it.
Regardless of what
that's
happens in the market.
Why not? Obviously.
And as if, there's a perspective that even our mainstream music isn't exactly clicking, right? We're not superstars. So what have we got to lose? Nobody listens to our mainstream stuff anyway.
Yeah, you can say that.
Fucking nobody. So we might as well make metal music and then be nobodies, right? At least we'll be doing what we like doing.
At least there would be something that we loved and we made. Even the song before this one.
Yeah.
Mehman
was a hard
also-
rock music.
Right.
And people
Loved making that one.
Loved making that one, absolutely. But there's another thing, I'm not as altruistic as you. I'm not as disconnected from the commercial.
No, I want to be
hopes.
commercial. I would
Hopes.
like to be.
Yeah, I'd love to be famous, man. I want to be famous. I want to be a fucking rock star. And I want that to happen. And why I still make this kind of music is because when I go to Spotify or when I go to YouTube and I'm looking at what people are listening to. I was talking to an 18-year-old girl a few days ago. Very great very nice conversation. She told me the kind of music she listens to, you know, and it was just the same song 50 times.
50 different songs, but they sound the same. Alright.
Yeah, absolutely. And then I thought, you know, that what if my song comes right after that? Like, in the middle of those 50 songs, there comes Rock. And 90% of people would be like, what is this? I don't want to listen to this.
We could catch attention.
We could catch attention. We could surprise people.
Right.
Maybe they don't want to be surprised. 90% of them would never turn back again to us. However, if it interests 10% of people, they will probably find us unique. They will be like attracted to these different people, you know?
Right.
That's probably why I would like to make something like Rock, as we are doing.
That even I would hope that it happens someday. Obviously, I want to make music that I like. So that's why, you know, I asked Nishant that we should make Rock. Or you were the one?
No. So the Rock, it's a very interesting thing. Rock was composed in 2019. But, you know, we never made Rock. We were always thinking about making Rock, but then we used to record something else because we used to think that it's not going to work. Nobody's going to listen to it.
But so it was my favorite song. It was always my favorite song.
It was always your favorite song, and I loved it. And we still never made it because why would we? You know, nobody would listen to it. And then we made, since 2019, we have made almost 10 songs, right? 9 songs. And Rock is the 10th one. And we were like, screw it, man. You know, it's not as if our mainstream songs are
clicking
in you know, some proportion. Let's just take this risk. What have we got to lose? We're bottom of the barrel anyway, right? Nobody. So we have the freedom. When you don't have anything, you have nothing to lose. Right? You have freedom. When you don't have anything, you have freedom. And we have freedom.
Maybe some people would like the song.
Some people would like the song. Some people. And the people who like the song will like it a lot.
Some people. Why I'm saying some people? Obviously, most of you are going to like the song this one, right?
Maybe. So
some people would like
Some people would like this. And that's the hope. And I also think about the future. So, past aside, you know, 50s to 80s to 90s to 2000s to 2010s to 2020s. This has been going on for over 10 years. YouTube came in 2004. It became extremely popular in 2008, 7. You know, since 2007, people have been addicted to social media. I guess they will get tired of this shit. That's what I'm hoping for. I see a world where people get tired of this nonsense, when it becomes sort of recognized as digital heroin.
Tired of
social media. You know? And thus this kind of music, you know, the whole relaxed kind of game, the horse tranquilizer, what I'm calling, they will get tired of this very quickly, I guess. You know, and this will be the build-up time. Let's say in 3 years' time, the switch flips. And, you know, Instagram gets recognized as digital heroin, and it gets regulated, and it gets people recognize that this is an addictive thing, that it's making them sick, right? So if people start getting off social media, they would still feel that, they would again feel that energy, they would feel that craziness, they would want to experience that energy again, that revelation again, because they're off social media. And once that happens, our kind of music, because we are probably the only ones doing this kind of stuff anyway, you know, we will click. That is a bizarre, my prediction for future.
Or maybe we can also, say that maybe some kids don't know this kind of music exists. This kind of heavy metal or hard rock music exists.
The lyrical importance and stuff. Yeah.
They haven't listened to a lot of this music.
So you're talking about a very tiny niche.
Right. They are growing in Pratik Kuhar type of music, the horse tranquilizer type of music. Maybe they find this music very new and creative. Like, what is this? What is this bizarre? So that might also be the case.
Yeah.
If we have to hope, we can hope for this too.
Yeah, of course. And there's this hope from the present, which we discussed. We might just be different. And then there's hope for future, which would be that this gets out of fashion very soon. So if you agree with our analysis, if you think we made sense, if you think we sort of gave you an insight to...
Or if you think that we have missed some of the points that
Yeah, that please talk to us, and we'd love to. And tomorrow we're going to come out with Rock. Tomorrow is 20th, what's tomorrow's 22nd? 21st.
Tomorrow is 21st.
Yeah, so we're going to come out with Rock on 22nd.
So we're going to come out with Rock on 22nd. And this video might be somewhere 21st or maybe 22nd.
Whenever you're watching
22nd
this,
would be the
22nd. Just watch out for that day. We're gonna be coming out with Rock on our website and on YouTube, and you're gonna enjoy the song. It's gonna blow your mind. Feel that energy again. See you. Bye bye. Nice to have you, man.